filmmaker, as a member of Congress, how imminently are you expecting to see that travel ban that's even more, as you said, expansive than his first term's travel ban?
I don't know, but the irony is that when Trump goes around and bans people from coming to America from countries like Afghanistan, Iran, Yemen, he's banning the people who are our allies. It's people who leave these evil regimes that want to be on our side. That's why they're getting persecuted. That's why they have to give up everything they have back home to come to a free country like the United States of America. Donald Trump just doesn't get this. Remember, he dodged the draft to avoid serving in Vietnam. So he's never been on the ground in a war. He's never had to ask local allies for help understanding the population, for standing alongside him in a gunfight. He's never understood what it means to be a refugee, to be someone who's trying to escape an evil regime and come to a country like America. So the Trump administration just doesn't get this. And what's most frustrating is that veterans who have served our country honorably and understand how important it is to save these allies, they're not standing up to the Trump administration. You've got a lot of Republican veterans serving in the White House. You've got Republican veterans in Congress who are privately decrying what Trump is doing, and yet they're so scared. They're so scared of Donald Trump, this draft dodger, that they won't say anything publicly. That is shameful.
Why do you think that is? Because I've talked with some members of the Four Country Caucus, Democrats and Republicans alike. They've said privately they can have fun with each other, also talk and make and try to come up with bipartisan legislation here. What are those conversations like in the Four Country Caucus? And are you speaking about those members of Congress when you say privately they say one thing about President Trump and publicly they say another?
When I talk about Republicans who privately say one thing about Donald Trump and publicly say another, I'm talking about the majority of Republicans in Congress because they know that so much of what Musk and Trump are doing is unconstitutional. It's against the law, and it's certainly against the will of Congress. And yet they're just so scared of Donald Trump. I don't know, they're so scared of losing their jobs, getting primaried by him, having Musk put in a ton of money, that they're afraid to speak up. This really is starting to look like a dictatorship, an authoritarian regime where political dissent is not allowed. It's time for some political courage among Republicans to just say publicly what they're saying privately and what they know is the right thing to do.